All right. So, like I was saying, the T is the conversion line. The Kinderson is the baseline. It's more of a support and resistance. The Chiku span is confirmation of a Kumo breakout, and I will explain all that. Okay,
Right.
and up Kumo and down Kumo is just in the future. So they tells you how the candles are gonna form in the future. So that's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll get the colors and everything. Okay, so I click OK. So let me actually zoom in right here. Okay, so sure. So the cloud, right? The cloud is, remember you were asking me about the red, right? The first one is this one. Let me show you. This red.
Okay.
Can you see it? That's your baseline. You see how flat that is right now? Euro USD is that's the support that it needs to, is a support level. And if it breaks that level, this market is up and down, okay? So Kumo breakout means the candles broke out of the cloud. So each cloud is a support and resistance on its own, right? So let me show you. Actually, did you see the red trend line that I drew?
Yeah.
All right. Let me extend this so you can see it. I drew this before I put the indicators. You see that? That I'm moving? Okay, so it moved from this cloud below, the red and the green, right? You see the cloud, right? It moved out of it. It tested it for a couple of times. So the cloud is your support. See, that cloud is very long. It's a very strong support, that area. So if this market breaks through that cloud, then we're selling all the way down. Okay. So it broke out from bottom to above. So if you would have bought this market from the Kumo breakout, and I'll show you what it means, what it means to, let me insert shape so you can see it. Right here, it broke out of the cloud, went back again, and then from here is where you would have entered, right? And then you would have bought this market all the way. And I'll tell you how many pips that is. That's 162 pips.
Oh, wow.
162. So it's very powerful Kuma breakout. When it breaks out of the cloud, you see right now, it reached that top and is reversing. So as soon as market, write this down, as soon as market opens on Monday, no, the Monday is New Year, right? So
Yeah, Tuesday.
holiday, Tuesday is holiday.
But you open midnight now, our Monday midnight.
No, I think Tuesday is holiday. Let me show you.
I'm working Tuesday.
That's okay. All you need to do is go to your bathroom 1 minute. I didn't say that. I didn't say that, but it takes 1 minute to just hit sale. That's all you need to do. Market execution, sell. No stop loss, no take profit, because this is going to be a long trade, okay?
Wait, market execution, right?
Market executions.
No stop loss.
No stop loss, no
take profit.
No take profit, because it's going to take a couple of days.
And
this is where here.
But the one that you said had take profit though.
I know it does. Okay, see the line? The take profit will be around right here, because that's a very strong support. This market could go, I have a take profit of 1.16605, I think, right? That's a long time trade, a long term. So that's on an hour. And also to confirm what I'm telling you, you want to go up high to a weekly time frame. See, on a weekly, it's right here on my line. Okay, so it still have a bullish candle on the weekly, and this market can go all the way here before it turn around, okay? Because that's the area that it tested before it start coming down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll be in a buy now.
No, not in a buy. You can set that market is gonna drop. If you're gonna be in a buy right now, you're setting yourself up because it's gonna reach that point and it reverses. It may even not reach it before it turns back around.
Is it because of that candle that has a, that is showing reversal, right?
Oh yes, it's a reversal candle. And
Okay.
yeah. And sometimes they form, let me see if they formed in a month. Okay, see, is in a cloud right now on the monthly. Okay, so it may go up. It may go up to that level, like I said. Or
Okay.
okay, this is the level that I have in the cloud, right? It's in the cloud. So if this market actually breaks through this cloud on the monthly, but if you're waiting on the monthly, that's gonna be a couple of months for you to see this effect. But I do trade out of an hour or day or 4 hours or 1 hour. But you can see on 4 hour, the Chico span is this pink one right here. Hold on.
Okay. What does that one do for us now?
Okay. All right. So on 4 hour, right? This pink is the Chico span.
Right.
It's reversing. Hey boy, you better no.
You can check it. Okay.
This boy name is so. Okay, so using Ichimoku, right? The first signal is this Kumo breakout, right? Let me write on it. Kumo breakout is here.
Okay. Okay.
You see my box? You see my right? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's Kumo breakout. So you wait for this candle you wait about 3 to 4 candles, right? To form of the cloud above. And then you buy. And most of the time, they will come back to test that area that it recently broke out, right? So the strategy that I found with this breakout is you set your first breakout on a 40 or 30 profit, 30 pips take profit, right? And then you set your buy limit from that breakout, right? Because you see, market came down to test that area again. You see my arrow? So if you didn't set your take profits to 50, let me show you.
Okay, wait. Start that set your take profit again. Let me write it down.
Okay, first take will be, let me draw it so you can see. Do you see where my arrow is, right?
Yes.
Okay, to here. That's on the breaker, that's 44 take profit, 44 pips. So you set your take profit 40 or 30 because market may go to 50, sometimes 40, but not less than 30. If it's really a Kumo breakout, it goes more than 30 pips. So, but I say 30 and then set your buy. Once it comes down to test that area, you set your buy limit right here. You see this arrow that I drew here? Let me show you.
Yes.
See how it came to the baseline, the support? That's the baseline. It came to test it and then it shot back up. So you set another buy. And then this is where you even get a larger take profit. So you can do 3 of them. Remember, Ijoma, last time that I did 4 trades on Euro USD, I people don't remember, but that's because of this Kumo breakout. I said 3 take profits. So first one will be again 50, because when it retests, you go back to whatever. So if this was, let me see. So if this first breakout was, let me see, 50, is 51 actually. So if
Okay.
your first take profit will be exactly how much you broke out from, right? So the first breakout was 51. So your second take profit after it retests the zone and is going back up will be 50. That's your first take profit. And then the second will be 100. The third one will be maybe not 100, maybe 60, then 80. Okay. And now you can tell that from here alone, from that 50 to here, that's 116. That's 128 after the first 50 breakout. It's very powerful.
Okay, question again.
Yes.
You see that place, it tested the support after breakout. What did
Yes.
you set there? What did you set
You
there?
set a buy limit.
Okay, set your buy limit there
If
to.
the breakout is to upside, if it's a upside breakout, yes, buy limit. If it's a downside, and I'll try to find a pair that has a downside Kumo breakout, and then you see how you can test. Set your sell limit. But this is where you see I put my horizontal line there. I'm moving it. See my horizontal line.
Yeah.
So I placed it there at the conversion, at the baseline. Excuse me. And then your buy limit there, because the market always after a breakout it comes back and tests it and goes back.
Okay.
Okay,
And goes back up. Okay.
so
So now you did like triple buy or maybe 4 buy. You said 4.
you can do up to 4 take profits. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
40.
yeah, up to 4 take profits. So you wanna set it in such a way that even if market goes against you on the fourth one, you already take secured about 3 trades, right? And then
Yeah.
the fourth one you can just take wait. If you're in a loss on the fourth one, all you need to do wait for the next candle. Remember, you have a homework, because you want to know how the candle forms. And like if I were to be in the buy right here on this candle, is an indecisive candle, right? So you see that if you were on here on this trade, that would be a negative number. So you wait for the next candle to form. As soon as it's green candle, then you know that the market still wants to go up, and then
Okay.
if it's a red candle, you just get out of that loss, because it's gonna go. Sometimes I do something called hedging. If too late to get out of a trade and I don't want to take a big loss, I'm just gonna let it ride all the way down, and then catch it when it's going up.
Okay. So that means you won't set any stop loss now. You won't set anything, right? You
Okay,
just
for here, your stop loss will be below the cloud, right? So because the cloud is your support and resistance, so your
okay.
loss will be under this cloud, right here or here. So it will take market a strong momentum to break the cloud. And if it does, is it okay? So if
Okay.
you, yeah, so if you want this market and it goes down, come back here and you just let it hit your stop loss right here, because if it breaks to come here, it's gonna go down. It's gonna keep going down. Again, trades that we're getting in on Monday or Tuesday when the market opens. GBP AUD, remember I said is a strong buy on the daily. It's still a strong buy, and I'm still on the buy, but it's on the sale right now on the daily. Because
GBP UAD, or what did you say? Hello?
sorry, hold on. Okay. Sorry, what was your question?
You mentioned the trade on Monday or Tuesday, the one you said GBP UAD.
AUD. Yeah.
GBP AUD. Right.
AUD. Yeah, that's the one.
And then is that the one you said around 2 a.m. or something?
No, that one. Let me tell you what I see on that one. AUD CHF. Let me open that one.
AUD CHF.
Huh? Checkers, they go and sleep. Okay, right here. Actually, I have it open somewhere. Let me see. Hold on.
Right.
Okay, right here.
Oh.
Okay, so not this one. Hold on. This one. I think it was in my LMFX. Hold on. Machine. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. I have so many chats that I open, but I'm just going to go ahead and create a new one.
Or maybe when you find it, you can send it then.
So
Look at it there now.
yeah, I'm just going to open a new chat with it.
Okay, you want to open a new one?
Yeah.
AUDs.
Where is it?
Go up.
Am I blind? Hold on. I'm going to use the one that I pulled up the other time. Okay. I'm just going to change the background so that you see. That's all I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Good. This is what I wanted to do. Sorry. Okay, so I'm on the buy right now on that one, right? Let me remove this Ichimoku because I the indicator. So just looking at the chart, this was my analysis of it. So this was the market came down from here, broke up a large candle, right?
Right.
And let me insert. my shapes right there. So it broke into this new zone and came back and retested it, right? Retested it and went back up. So this is the second time that it's coming to that zone. Let me insert again. Right here. So that was my analysis. Why I entered into a buy. So this is a false breakout on the downside because this is a whole new area for it now. So on Tuesday, all I'm gonna do is buy. Okay, you see what I'm saying? It came from down there, broke above, retested it, and went all the way back up. Okay, the next time it came and touched that line, I know it's going up again. It looks like it broke below it. I know that that's a false breakout on the downside. Okay, so, and also, do you see another confirmation why I want you to look at candles? You see the closing, this is the close of that candle. So this week, this line here is a false breakout. It closes on that line, even though it's green line. Does that make sense? No? Okay. The best way I'll explain it is, but you know the open, high, low, close, right? You know what that means? OHLC? OHLC. Do you all not read that in the basic? Okay, so you want to know where candle open. So remember when Adeze was teaching it, the body of a candle, right, has the body, the wick up and the wick down, right? So in a cell, like this red candle is a cell candle, is a beer candle. So we know that, let me put a line on it. I'm gonna use this one. So this is the bull candle. This is the close. It closed right here. It opened here. This is the highest point, actually. The wick is the highest point that candle went.
Right.
And this wick, where is it? Is the lowest point. So the highest point, the lowest point, the body is open here. Let me see. It's open here and closes here. So the body represents your open and close, right? And then the H is the highest point that it ever went, and the L is the lowest point it had ever went. So that tells you a lot. When a candle have a lot of wick, like this is the candle that I'm showing you. Hold on. This is the candle. Actually, I've given you all that homework. This is the candle. This candle is what I was describing. Okay? So high, close, open, and the low. Okay? If you see this candle, the last candle that I was showing you, this one. I'm putting an arrow next to it so you see. This is the candle the last candle before the market closed, right?
Yeah.
So I know that, you know that that's a green candle, so it's a bull candle, right? It's a bull candle, so what bull means is gonna go up for back. And I know that it broke down, like if I zoom out, it broke down on that line where I knew that market tested before, excuse me. You see my two blue boxes, right? Always look on your left. So this is my left. I'm gonna label it number 1. So you see what I'm talking about. Always look on your left first, and I'm gonna label it first breakout. This is the first breakout to that upside, right? I didn't put any Ichimoku yet. All this is just naked candle analysis. Okay, and I need you all to learn this because it's very powerful. So this is the first breakout. Came down and touch it. And then I'm gonna insert another one. And then where the market is a second touch, second retest. Second retest. So if it's a retest of that area, what do you think it's gonna do on Monday? It's gonna shoot back up on Monday. And you know another confirmation, that last candle that I showed you is a bull candle. And I know it closes above that line that I drew where it first broke out, right? Does that make sense?
Okay.
I just thought you open and close. I don't know if you're understanding it, but I lined it up with the that is next to it on the left. The closing, just ignore that line right there. But you see the down body equals to the green, equals to the red candle on the left.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that it closed on the same level that the beer candle closed. So if you see that blue candle or green candle, you thought this was gonna drop, which because it opened below the red candle, but the actual close on the bottom. So it tells you that is a bull candle one, and the wick told you that that's a fake out on the downside. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Monday, this is another one. If you didn't enter a buy, you should just enter a 0.01. I entered it up top there. Now I'm going to put in another position on Tuesday when the market opens. AUDCHF, because that's the second test. And market tests an area up to 4 times. And I'll show you what that means. Up to 4 times before it breaks out. Like this one. Let me box it out for you so you see. Okay, like this one right here. This is the first time it broke to downside, right? Broke to downside. It didn't come out until here. 1, 2, 3. And then the fourth one, it broke, right? To the upside. Does that make sense? So we touch 4 times before it breaks to a new area. Okay? So as you can see, this is the first touch. First touch. The second touch is right here. And then the reaction would be here. Okay? And then it's gonna come again. You will buy another one here, and it goes up. Then the fourth touch, it may either break down to the downside or it may keep breaking to the upside and keep going. Okay? So does that make sense at all?
A little bit.
A little. So I need you
What
to
is this daily candle or daily chart? Okay, what hourly? Okay, never
this
mind
is
that.
an hourly. You
Hourly,
can do this. A better confirmation, right, would be on a daily. So if we switch back to daily, let me delete everything that I just put in. My son is not usually like this, but I don't know. Okay, on a daily. Okay, on a new, I'm trying to. Okay, you see that on the daily too, right? Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Hold on. My kids don't want to sleep, but I'm sure they are missing their dad. I'm sorry, their dad went to Nigeria today, so
Oh,
it may be tough for them.
wow.
But anyway, okay. So on the daily, did you see what I just explained on the daily? So that's another confirmation on the hourly. It broke. Let me write it down. The market was. Oh, hold on. I'm good.
He's back again.
Okay, this is the break on the downside on the daily, and it came back. It broke to this area, right?
Yeah.
Came down, is in that zone again. So I know that the last candle, even on the daily, let me zoom in so you can see. On the daily, okay. Sure. Okay, this is a candle that reverses it, right, on the daily. This is one of the candles that I had you look into. It reverses it and came down to that zone. So the next reaction will be to go back because that's the big reaction. This is not a doji. It's not a trend reversal. It's oh, I'm giving it away. But anyway, it's a shooting star candle. But read on the on these properties of this candle, okay?
What?
So it's called shooting star candle. Okay. So but the next reaction will be to break above and go and match that candle. So that will be our take profit. But like I said, market don't move in a linear direction. Okay. So that's just without Ichimoku. So if I put Ichimoku on here, let's see what it's gonna look like. Insert indicators, trend, Ichimoku. Okay. And you see, it's going up. Hold on, this is the day. I like to do Ichimoku on the hourly. So this is another confirmation to the Chiku span. Where's my, you see Chiku span right here? That's the lagging span. And, it's the lagging span. It reads, I think it's up to 26 candles. If you see this candle reversing, it's a V bottom right here, a V sharp turn. So that means that that market have reached the place where it wants to reverse and go up. And usually this is a W formation. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3. The next reaction will be up. That's a W market, and you can. I will switch it again for you to see this. Market forms in a W and inverse W all the time. This happens every day. It may not be perfect, but if I switch to line chart, you will see what I'm talking about. This thing is powerful. Do you all see that?
Yep.
It forms in a W and inverse W. That's M. W, M and W, M and W. So market is a cycle. So this was the, let me draw it. It's a cycle. So if you see red, maybe in 2 days, that market is going to go back to where it was before you can take your profit. That's why risk management is very important, because if you put in a small lot size, you can let your trade go in negative for a while and turns back around. Okay. So this is an M that led to that M. This is M. It's not a perfect M. This is an extension to the M, and it came down, and it's forming an inverse M. The next reaction is already turning around.
Yeah.
This reaction is another W. And when it goes to the top where it doesn't want to go, another M. Like that. Okay?
Yeah.
So, okay, this is a cycle. I've learned that in a hardware after losing some of my money. I said I must learn this.
Can I have a question? Can I ask a